Welcome to my channel, Fierce and Feisty Bullseye. Today we're going on an adventure. Actually, we're going out to pretty far western Washington, heading towards Long Beach. If you're from this area, you might know Willapa. I think that's how you pronounce it, Willapa. Raymond-ish, something along those lines. We are going to do a coaching diagnostics class this weekend with one of my absolute favorite instructors, Raymond with Willapa Firearms Training. He's actually my training counselor with the NRA. He is the one who certified me as an instructor. So I get to go back and see him to do coaching diagnostics. So I'm super excited for that. And you guys are coming along for the ride. Guys, so we're heading out this weekend, or well, I'm heading out to go to a training out on the coast, or near the coast, I guess you could say. So I am packed for a couple of days. I've got all of my gear, and we are going to head out now and hope that we can beat some traffic, because it is western Washington and there's a lot of traffic. Yay! It says about 2 hours and 6 minutes. With my driving, I will probably shave quite a bit of that off. By the way, this is my little, I call it a suicide knob, but it's because I had the shoulder surgery, and I probably don't need it anymore, but it makes it really easy to take turns, which is kind of nice. So I might keep it on there for another month or so. But of course, before any road trip, especially on a day where I was up super early to work out, I needed my Starbucks. Okay, I am ready officially for this road trip. Let's do this. I was waiting until I was off of I-5 where the road noise was pretty bad. Oh, radar. You might hear that every once in a while. So a little bit more about this class. Raymond, he is the chief of police out in that area, and also owns Willapa Firearms Training. Now, his business is actually run on a home range. He has everyone's dream of having a home range, and I absolutely loved last time I was here to do training with him. And like I said, one day I would love to have his setup. He has a classroom, then he's got his pistol range, he has a rifle range. I'm pretty sure he even has like an action bay range. It's just the dream setup. So one of these days I will have that, but for now I will just deal with what I get. But so the class that I'm actually taking is called Coaching Diagnostics, and it's only for instructors, so you already have to be an experienced certified pistol instructor. And what the class focuses on is basically how to diagnose your students' behavior, skills, things along those lines. Like the most common behavior we definitely see, or a lack of skills actually, is going to be low left shooting, right? Right-handed shooter, low left shooting, what's causing it? And most of us know, how to diagnose that, right? It's pretty easy to be able to tell. But sometimes there will be times where you just cannot figure out what the heck is going on with this student's shooting. And so I'm really excited because this class is supposed to help with that. Last year, he did the first version of this class, and unfortunately I did not get to go because my husband and I were on a cruise. Now, the cruise was amazing, obviously, so I don't regret going on the cruise. However, this year I'm super excited because I get to take this class from him. And so I'm, any opportunity that I can get to become a better instructor, I will definitely take. It's top of my list to continue training, right? As an instructor, I never stop learning. I never stop training. I will not only train as a competitive shooter, but I'll also train myself to just be a better instructor. I want to be the best instructor for my students that I can be. And so taking classes like this is key. And I can say probably many instructors that I know would feel the same way, that you just never stop learning. The education never stops when you become a teacher or instructor, right? As an instructor, we should never stop training. And honestly, I never will stop training. I love learning. I love learning new methods. I love learning new shooting styles. I learned my new grip last year from some national instructors, and to be honest, I was at a conference for a girl and a gun, and I went to go do demo shooting of the H&K booth, and the instructor, or the person that was there helping with the demos, he was sponsored, or he worked for H&K, and he was also an amazing instructor. And I remember him, the first time I picked up one of the guns just to shoot it for fun, he fixed my grip, and I remember in my head thinking, why? What's happening? Why are you changing my grip and my stance and my shoulders, my posture? Like, you're changing everything. It's freaking me out, right? And that's an issue that we have if you're stuck in your ways, is that you don't adapt to change. Well, you can't not adapt to change when it comes to firearms, because everything is always changing. And so then after I got done, shooting the H&K, or testing it out, because that's what we were there for, the next day I had a course, and one of those courses, and one of the instructors for that course was AJ Zito, which he is, again, one of my most favorite instructors. I've taken several of his clinics, or he's been my instructor for several different classes, and so he taught the same grip, and I was like, okay, all right, I guess I get it. I understand now. This is something new for me, but let me try it. And then later that week during conference, I had another instructor teach that same grip, and so I knew at that point, I said, okay, I got to change something. So when I came back home, I ended up teaching that same grip not only to all of my friends and fellow competitive shooters, but I started teaching that grip to my students, because honestly, it made sense. And that's just how it is. And so, yeah, it's, adapting to change, and the ability to be able to continue learning is key for a firearms instructor completely. But, all right, I'll get off my soapbox. Enjoy the drive. I was jamming out so hard to the song that I love that I totally missed he would probably be like, I'm not surprised. So yeah, thank God for GPS, because the Google is pretty much rerouting me and saying, hey, you loser, turn around. So that's what I'm doing now. So yay me. Luckily though, I only, was off by like a mile. So, there was an exit at least a mile down the highway. So that's nice. But the other thing though too is that, how I said I probably beat the GPS because that's the game that I play when I'm traveling, is beat the GPS. Well, I am already beating the GPS by about 15 minutes. So, oh well, I guess that little oopsies in missing my exit didn't really cost me much. But anyway, that's it. Explored all of the mile long of town. Not honestly, probably wasn't even a mile long. Just to see where like the grocery store was and everything like that. I've been back here once. I remember it being pretty small, and so now I am pulling into my I wouldn't call it a hotel. Definitely closer to an inn. Actually, it is an inn. So we'll see how this goes. Usually, I'm a Marriott girl, and but you know what? I have faith, so it's totally fine. And it was about a 2-hour drive, and I gotta pee. So. I will go get checked in. I'm all settled into my little inn room. Like I said, definitely it's not a Marriott, but it is completely adorable. Keep in mind, this town, Raymond, Washington, is very, very tiny. There's not really many places to stay, to be honest. But this place had some pretty good reviews, and it actually has a brewery, I guess, well, I don't know actually what it is, but it's a restaurant. It's called Pitchwood Inn in Raymond. It's super cute. As you can see, very kind of intimate, very small, kind of every room has its own little style. But let's go check out my room. So it's super cute. Like the wood paneling on the back is awesome. I've already actually got everything set up. Don't worry, those are my pillows because I need my own pillows. It's got a TV. Yes, I am back to watching Heartland. It even has a little microwave, a little fridge, because I brought all of my lunch and everything for training days. The bathroom is got actually kind of a decent size little individual shower. Obviously, like I said, I've kind of got all packed in. And so, yeah, this is what we're looking at. Good morning. Yes, it is crazy dark right now. I am leaving the inn to head to Willapa Firearms training. He has his own range. It's pretty awesome. But first, before I start training, and like most people, I need some coffee. So let's go find some coffee. Yes? Okay, great. I got my coffee from little coffee thing called the Daily Perk. It's really, really good. It is day 2 of the clinic. Yesterday was an amazing day. It was almost the classroom. I learned so much yesterday. My brain is completely full, but that's how it goes when we do these clinics, right? Today is day 2 live fire day. I'm super excited. And then I'll be heading home right after class. So I've packed up the room and it's all loaded up in the Jeep, and now we're gonna go find some coffee.
Okay. Hit. Hit. Oh yeah, right in the center plate.
Snack time.
Did you say it was the wrong color?